YouTube, Sandy Frank here today. Gonna do a quick little Bad Breakers episode. I tried to I used to do these like showing videos of some really shady breakers doing nefarious things, but this episode I just wanted to kind of do like a video. Like, I know there's probably a lot of new people buying into brakes right now that are very excited to get into brakes, but sometimes it can be, not a really good idea to buy into brakes. Be very careful. There's good breakers out there, I'm sure, and there's also bad breakers. And I just want new people getting into braking to recognize, some of the costs that they are getting into. And people that have done brakes for a long time, they know exactly, what I'm about to talk about. But this is mainly for newer people. Maybe you're new to the channel. Maybe you're excited to try to get into brakes. I just want to do a video every once in a while reminding people to be very careful and some things you can do to protect yourself in brakes. So, number one, guys, brake with good, reputable breakers. I'm not going to name breakers in here, but do your research. Maybe look up, on the internet and look at reviews of breakers. I would try to avoid breakers that break on like whatnots and stuff like that with these little live auction for brakes, because I've watched. I haven't participated in them, but I've watched how these little auctions go, and it's clearly there's lots of shenanigans going on with these bids. So I think the safest way to do a brake is to, let's say someone's selling a brake of Mosaic. Okay, we got a box up here, guys. Find out what was the box. What did those boxes cost? This is just a blaster. I'm talking about, like, usually if people are buying the brakes, they're buying the hobby box brakes and stuff like that, and case brakes. Find out what those originally cost, and not the secondary market price. Find out what the actual cost of those breakers were, and you can do that just by seeing what the original prices were. And you do a little bit of research. So let's say a box of Mosaic was $500 for a hobby box, and they're selling team brakes. So figure out how many teams there are, which I think NFL there's 30 teams. If you know those boxes are supposed to cost about $500, just do the math. What is 500 divided by 30? Gee. I don't know what it is, but man, wish I could think of math right now. It's like $25. Let's see, 25 times 3. It's less than 25. Less than 20 actually. So it'd be, just get your calculator out. Don't try to do it in your head. Each team, like if it's a random team, those should cost about, less than $20 a team. There's always, you have to accept the fact that the breaker's going to be able to make a little bit of money doing the brake, paying for the labor of sorting the cards, shipping the cards, the shipping costs of the cards. So they're going to make a little bit on that, but a lot of these breakers are selling their boxes at like selling the brakes, pricing in like triple, double, sometimes triple the price of the box. So like that $500 box, they're actually, selling each team spot for $50, or like average out $50, and making $1,500 on a $500 box. Those are the breakers you want to avoid at all costs. And it's really tricky out there, because if you don't know what those boxes actually cost, then you're going in it very blind. So we'll make this easy. That's a $300 box. So a $300 box, figure out, 30 teams, that's $10 a team is what that should cost. So, and plus a little bit for shipping and all that sort of thing. If they're charging like $30 for a team, a random team, and a $300 box, they're tripling their money off of the people buying into these breaks. And that's really disgusting, I think. And it happens all the time. And, it's really driven a lot of people away from breaking because, there used to be really good breakers out there. There's probably still some, but, breaking has changed a lot since I used to buy into breaks with some of my favorite breakers. So, guys, always know the box costs, like the MSRP of a box. If you really want something really bad, do research. Maybe this, like it's a box of Bowman's Best of 2024. I know those originally cost like $250 a box. You're not going to be able to find those for $250 a box now. It's probably going to be like $400 or $500 a box. So you got to use, within reason, obviously they're not going to be selling spots as like it's a $200 box. They're going to be selling it as a $500 or $600 or $700 box. But new stuff, there's no reason why they should be tripling their profits on brand new stuff. It's really, that's the part of the hobby that's gotten very disgusting, is the market manipulation. Like Allen Ginter just went on sale, $130. You could have bought it, the 2025 Allen Ginter boxes straight from Topps on pre-order. And this is a bad example because they don't mark up Allen Ginter as much as let's use Topps Chrome Basketball. That's a better one. Topps Chrome Basketball, I think it was like $350 a box for a hobby box, like $700 for a jumbo hobby. I guarantee you there's going to be breakers out there doubling and tripling their money on Topps Chrome Basketball when it comes out on breaks. Remember, guys, these guys got their boxes at the cheapest, their Fanatics breakers or whatever. They got boxes way cheaper than just you or I could have bought straight from Topps. So imagine how much money they're making on these breaks. And, if you're buying into the really expensive breaks like that, just think you're going to have a really tough time making that money back unless you hit a huge hit. And that's kind of how breakers and Fanatics and all these companies are getting people, is like making you think, ooh, I can get that big hit. That, like, it is kind of like gambling. And it's feeding on, it's not really gambling, but it's feeding on that gambling gene that people have of, I can get something really big for very cheap. And that's what a lottery ticket is. Lottery ticket, what is it, like $5? I have no idea. You have a chance of winning $1 billion or whatever lottery tickets, whatever lotteries go for now, or $100 million in the state lottery or whatever. That's that little itch that people get scratched doing some of these breaks. And it's sad. I hate seeing people, especially good collectors, new collectors coming to the hobby, excited about breaks because maybe they, heard about the golden days of breaking when it wasn't that expensive and the boxes were fair price, the breaks were fair price, and they're buying into these ridiculously overpriced breaks. Anyway, just be careful out there. Have fun with the hobby. If you're not having fun doing breaks, definitely, that's a good sign that your brain is telling you this probably isn't a good way to have entertainment. Anyway, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Later.
When I'm bored and nothing to do, I'll flip on the telly and join YouTube. My favorite channel is always there, with tons of groovy stuff to air. Star Wars, Pokemon, and baseball too. Anything at all except MetaZoo. Ball gets me going like a nice back rubby, a card-to-card epi or hobby talk show. Rippin' Pax rules, as you all know. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. The Sandy Frank channel is where it's at. I'm in the mood to see PSA subbies. It gets me going like a nice back rubby, a card-to-card epi or hobby talk show. Ripping Pax rules, as you all know. Like